Follow us on Twitter at 1450 WCTC. Jersey Central with Burt Barron.
Think we could listen to the radio or something?
On the new Talk Radio 1450 WCTC.
It's 8:09. Welcome to hour number 3 of Jersey Central on the new Talk Radio 1450 WCTC, the voice of Central Jersey. It is Burt. Great to have you here. One of my favorite features that we do each and every month is with our friends from New Jersey Monthly Magazine. And every month they're coming out with something that just sort of grabs my attention. And it's always great to kind of go through the current issue with one of the editors who joins us each and every month. We've got the August issue in the studio here, and it is the best restaurants, the poll winners and the critics' picks. And who better to talk about the best restaurants in New Jersey than the magazine's deputy editor and dining editor? As I usually find myself when I'm dining out, it's like WWET. What would Eric think? Eric Levin is here. Welcome back, my friend. It's great to see you. Thanks for being here this morning.
Thanks for having me. It's always fun to be with you.
I just love talking food and drink and the great Jersey restaurants with you. So thanks for coming in to do the feature with us this month. That's a pretty tall order. Our top 25 picks in New Jersey with such... Our state has become, Eric, just such a destination for great dining, no matter what cuisine it is that you're in for. You really find the best of the best right here in New Jersey. And it's just such a great restaurant scene, north, central, south, no matter where you are. I think we've got the best of the best really anywhere you'll find right here in Jersey.
You know, you've just put your finger on it, and it is exactly what makes my job more challenging every single year, because the excellence of the overall scene is consistent, and more new places are rising into that level of excellence. And so the job that I have every year to choose the top 25, it just gets really hard because, you know, there are new restaurants that come in that really demand to be considered, and some make the list, but then if somebody comes on, somebody has to come off.
Yeah.
And it's not like these restaurants at the top are slipping.
It's everybody's elevated their game, I guess.
Everybody has.
It's try to be that unique thing, sort of a combination. We were talking earlier about proven techniques, old world traditions, but at the same time, you've got to have that modern flair. You've got to offer that consumer who only has one dinner a day or one meal at night. You got to make it that a destination for that consumer. And boy, when it's at that moment, you can't disappoint. You've got to, that customer has got to be somebody that will come back to you time and time again. And to see so many restaurants, like you said, consistent excellence, not a bad problem to have, to be consistently excellent, right?
I think so. It's really a combination of, I think food is the number one thing, but price, so you feel like you're getting your money's worth, which is what's going to bring you back. And the third thing, which is also important in bringing you back, is hospitality, a sense in the front of the house, the dining room, that you're really welcome. They're happy to have you there. They want to make your experience memorable and fun. And that you put all those things together, you have the trifecta that makes for a restaurant that's a successful one.
Great chef, great menu, excellent location, but the front of the house, the face of the establishment, if you will, plays such a key role, Eric. And you've been all over the place. You've seen great ones. You've seen not so great ones. When you visit a restaurant, that's important to you. That first contact point really means a lot, doesn't it?
It's really, I mean, it's the first contact, but it's really a sense of connection throughout the meal that your server is aware of your presence, attentive to your needs without being intrusive, is personable, but even more than personable is really knowledgeable about the menu, so that when you ask a question about what's in a sauce, or let's say that someone in your party is allergic to something or gluten-free or whatever, you want a server whose personableness is girded by real knowledge about the food and can really explain things to you so you can make a choice that's going to work for you, and that they emanate a sense of happiness to be sharing this information with you, not like I have to go through.
Let me check or whatever. Right. It's a team effort from the ownership to the chefs to the staff. It's just such a team effort that make the restaurants in Jersey so great. You've seen trends kind of come and go, Eric. 2017 restaurants in Jersey. Any trends? Anything new that kind of caught your attention that kind of came on the scene this year?
Well, to me, I don't see a single trend this year. What I think is that you've got a kind of a starting roster of things that were trends that are now just the state of the art and part of fine practice. In other words, farm to table, started out as a buzzword. But at this point, I think it's just something that's accepted, and it's not so much literally farm to table, but it's a consciousness on the part of the good chefs that the quality of the product, as they call it, is paramount. And that means freshness. That means let's try to get local product as much as possible. It should be sustainably raised or fished. That's really, really important. Then, as you mentioned, it's a rediscovery and embrace of the oldest methods of cooking and preserving, curing, fermenting, salting, things like that, together with all the modern technology in the kitchen.
It's a cumulative effect. It's right?
Basically a consolidation of a lot of things that have been going on, and a recognition that they can all work together, the old and the new, and certainly paramount is a respect for the quality of the ingredient and a sustainably raised animal or sustainably fished seafood.
Yeah, so there's obviously a lot of terrific restaurants in Jersey, and we're going to come back in the next segment, and we'll go through the ASHU here, and 25 best. Good to see a couple of mainstays that seem like they're back on this list time and time again. A couple of new entries we could talk about too, Eric?
Sure.
All
right.
There
are a couple exciting ones.
Very good. We'll talk about that next with Eric Levin, who is our guest for the hour on the New Jersey Monthly. Stick around. Jersey Central traffic and weather time, 8:15. Traffic and weather every 10 minutes on the 5s. Traffic first. Here's Tom Colangelo.